Controversy growing over a proposed solar farm in Washington County. At the center of the concerns there, endangered grassland birds that live on the very land the project will be built on. CBS 6's Brandon Sapardi has been following this one closely. Tonight, she is hearing from both the environmental advocates, the developer, and the state agency responsible for reviewing the project. She joins us live right now in the studio with the latest. So good evening, Bree.
Good evening, Greg. The Fort Edward Solar Project will impact more than 560 acres of grassland habitat that endangered species like the short-eared owl call home. The developer, Boralex, will offset that by conserving 216 acres of land, which was the amount the Office of Renewable Energy siting required. But environmental advocates say that's not enough. These grassy open fields in Fort Edward have been designated by the state as important habitat for endangered grassland birds like the short-eared owl.
There's only 50 breeding pairs left in New York State.
But a proposed solar project may soon change part of its landscape. It would disturb more than 560 acres of this habitat. ORES knows impacts will occur, so they're requiring Boralex to offset the damage with 216 acres.
We are excited that we were able to find 216.12 acres that is adjacent to the wildlife management area. So that way that land is now protected and over 750 acres.
But wildlife advocates like the Grassland Bird Trust feels the 216 acres won't result in a net benefit to the species as required by law.
Reasons that this area is so important and it has all those designations is because grassland birds need wide open spaces.
Birds literally live under the grasses. That's why they're called grassland birds.
Grassland Bird Trust wants a 1-to-1 ratio. For every acre impacted, an acre conserved. I asked Boralex if that's something they'd consider.
Instead of 216 acres, pushing that up to 567 acres.
So Boralex has been in constant communication with the Grassland Bird Trust, or GBT, since 2019, and we remain committed to working with them on this project.
Is Boralex confident that within their plan, within the company's plan, that the species won't be adversely impacted?
So while solar panels do alter land use, birds adapt to their environment. This project is 100% being built on private land.
ORES tells me they won't comment on specific projects. I've asked multiple times for an interview to go over the approval process and the factors considered in conservation and mitigation plans, but so far the office has only responded with lengthy statements. I'm Brianna Supardi reporting. Greg, back to you.